أشهد أن محمدًا رسول
This is my official apology to the Shia Muslim community. I'm sorry for saying that one of your sects looked gay when it performed a ritual. I'm sorry for sincerely thinking that some people performing a ritual was a gay pride parade, and I'm sorry for getting 30,000 likes on my tweet calling you gay.
And we should stop.
We
should stop bringing kids to those rituals. It's not okay.
We should stop bringing kids to those rituals.
Take kink out of Islam.
Yeah, take kink out of...
Oh my god, more kink at Islam discourse.
No, I don't think I'm allowed to say that. I should be saying that I don't think that you should take kink out of Islam, because I accidentally called it gay.
Because you accidentally put the kink in Islam.
I did accidentally put the kink in Islam.
Exactly.
Yeah, that got way too many likes.
It's very funny.
I know, because it's like...
It's what it looks like.
To be fair, if I saw a bunch of like shirtless guys hanging out in the summer, dancing, sing along, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, no, that's
I love
Germany.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like a pride parade, and there was like... The account that posted was just like some conservative, like. Well, the funniest part was the woman just like looking at it and crying.
Yeah, I know.
Out the window.
She looked like the most stereotypical German like cartoon lady of all time, just like insanely fat, like the worst like Helga hair of all time.
Yeah,
and just like weeping out her window as all these guys are chanting in Arabic or whatever.
I feel like those women would normally like seeing. Maybe she was sad because it wasn't actually a gay pride parade.
She could have been sad related to anything. It was the sad thing because of.
It was nothing to do with that actually.
Yeah. She was just upset. She was smoking a cigarette and she dropped her cigarette at the window and she was so upset that she cried.
That was my last cigarette.
My last cigarette. There are no more cigarettes in Germany.
I'm going to be putting advertisements back on this episode in particular, and I'm sending all the proceeds to Houthi rebels in Yemen.
Yes, dude.
Beautiful. I love to hear
it. We should start putting the ads on here. I want to just listen and get interrupted by a Digimon ad I didn't consent to.
Yeah. I don't know why it did that. We've made a total of $3.50 between that episode going up and you telling me that you were laughing because you heard a Dragon Ball Z advertisement.
That's more money than I've ever made podcasting. So
yeah, we're on the up and up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're all up. I'm looking at the.
We should make a mobile game because the podcast is on its way out. We're up and on the way out, but so we should probably pivot to making mobile games so we can get ad revenue.
Yeah.
You gotta make a game where there's like a smelly girl covered in mud.
Oh my god!
And you have to shoot her with a hose, and then she smiles, and then you actually buzz off all of her hair, and then she dies, and then you win 50 points.
Yeah, but it's not a girl; it's just Gus.
Yeah, exactly.
There should be.
I would also like to apologize to Gus because I posted a picture last night that got someone to do. Did you see that, Griffin?
Yeah, I did. I saw that you took it down, so I imagine you got a very angry text from Gus that was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? Posting my ad on a photo of replacing Gus's ad on a note where the ad was originally like Dallas Dick Sucker."
Yeah, it was Dallas Milkman.
Call for a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a tweet where someone was like, "What the fuck's going on at my gym?" And it was someone. I thought more people had seen the tweet, but I guess they hadn't.
Right.
You can also see in the tweet that the person taking the photo is black.
Well, I don't see what's funny about that.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, I thought it was gonna maybe make people realize that it wasn't actually me doing this.
Oh.
But it was someone. The note itself is very funny. Someone posted like a business card, and it's just like like in various places written over in like the corner it says, I'm a DL gym guy. DL brothers only. Need dick deep throated? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And then the phone number and then their Twitter.
Dallas
and
Milkman.
then I went in. I think I made it look a bit too much like actual pen.
Yeah, you did you did too good a job. That was probably my only complaint.
Yeah, it really does look like someone.
It looks like someone.
It looks like someone actually drew out or wrote Gus's at. I went on under that tweet. Dallas Milkman was actually under there and saying like, guys, I don't know what this is, but this is not me. I'm not.
Stop stealing my clout.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not in Mississippi. I don't go to Mississippi. I'm in Dallas, and I'm gay as fuck. Yeah, it's like if you do need your dick sucked, I am here for that, but only in Dallas.
Exactly.
Dallas only. No house calls.
No house calls. Yeah. So what's in the I was on a few different subreddits. I think Griff and I were talking, and we didn't want to do small dick problems just yet because that's like easy mode.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we'll build to it.
Yeah,
you have to when you fly a plane, you have to build momentum before you can kind of coast. So
I think
you need thrust.
So I think we should start on r/icecream.
Yeah, we'll do these from Icecream. I'm gonna start with this first one. This one is simply says in need of ice cream detective. And then here's the body. I swear 7-Eleven Go Yum ice cream pints are the best ice cream I've ever tasted in my life. I've gone to some of the finest artisanal ice cream makers in the US and Italy. Nothing beats Go Yum. If you haven't already tried it, go now. Clean ingredients, ultra creamy, amazing ratio to base to mix-ins. Who is producing it? I searched high and low, dove deep into the depths of the internet, and cannot find who makes it for 7-Eleven. I need information. I need it. I need this information. I need to know. Anyone willing to take on this challenge?
I need an ice cream detective.
Yeah. I want to know what is Go Yum ice cream. I have not heard of. I'll probably recognize it from like when I went to 7-Eleven.
I'll probably recognize it, guys. Today's 7-Eleven.
Go Yum ice cream sounds like what like someone would like make as like a bad joke about like an Indian.
Yeah, it's like like a 2000 sitcom joke about a Japanese commercial. Go Yum.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's got like
Brian, this is like the time I starred in a Japanese commercial for ice cream. I don't know. Peter Griffin doesn't really talk like that. But.
With Eric Wareheim.
Yeah. It looks like it's the in-house brand for 7-Eleven, which I now really don't believe.
You need an ice cream detective.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
No, I was gonna say I don't believe it's like good, like because like it can't be that great. I don't know. Maybe I'm being.
You're being too hard on the good people at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, maybe I'm being elitist. It literally says 7-Eleven Select on the logo. This person is kind of a dumbass.
I'll be honest, I kind of love 7-Eleven food. Their taquitos, pretty good.
Yeah, that stick of chicken that they have.
Yes, those are so good.
Yeah,
I mean they're probably like made of plastic, but
yeah, that's fine. This person's also on r/fitness 30+, which is labeled NSFW for some reason. Even so, I thought it was like a porn subreddit at first, but apparently not. It's just like for people that are over 30 looking for fitness tips.
Yeah,
I guess.
You gotta post physique.
Yeah,
it's just when you got to that stage where you're just like entirely skinny fat, and there's nothing you can do to change it anymore.
Yeah,
like you didn't spend enough of your youth getting bulked up.
I just sent a picture. I just sent one of the pictures on their, like on the sidebar that they have. If you guys want to look
very
at
sick.
It looks like it looks AI generated. Like
it's very 30 plus.
Yeah,
yeah, it is. That is an AI generated image.
Clearly like a chimpanzee skeleton.
Yes,
but he's got like shredded muscles, and he's picking up
a barbell
like
with runes.
Yeah, I was about to say it almost looks like Chinese script, but it's not quite that.
Yeah,
very cool.
It looks like it's NSFW because people are just posting shirtless pictures of themselves.
Yeah.
Which, like, I don't know, I guess good for them.
Uh,
I bet you can find some freaking babes on there.
Yeah, we should start posting pictures of Gus on here. I was talking about how it's funny that like Gus is like Gus has to be, and I guess I don't blame him, but he's like guys, I can't make a joke about which Pokemon would smoke weed. They're gonna fire me from the University of Boston for being too racist against weed. And then like every other post I make is just like these guys look like fucking homos, and it's just like the call to prayer.
Well, to be fair, Gus does work as a human chastity belt, where he wraps himself around people's torsos so their partners can't get to them. So I do understand why he has to have a degree of caution.
Yeah.
Real quick, before we move on, I'd just like to highlight that the pinned tweet on Fitness 30 Plus from 10 months ago is National Suicide Prevention Week 2022.
Oh.
So that's kind of an insight to the psyche.
I hope you were planning on killing yourself that week, otherwise you're out of luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Griffin, you want to read the next one below Ice Cream Detective?
Sure. Y'all. Y'all. Ice cream and balsamic vinegar? I'm in Pigeon Forge right now. Went into an ice cream
That's what you get for replying to me with a cricket, is I made you say that word.
Oh, haha.
You just got Bo Burnham.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Now I'm gonna, I don't know what Bo Burnham does. Now I'm gonna kill myself. I think that's what Bo Burnham does.
That's what Bo Burnham should do.
Fuck that guy. Gets depressed. Yeah.
He's got emotions.
Yeah. No, but it is a insane post.
Ice cream and balsamic vinegar. I'm in Pigeon Forge right now. Is this just a post about weird ice creams?
I guess. I mean, it just sounds like a. I just thought it was funny.
Where's Pigeon Forge?
I was actually just there for my cousin's wedding. It's on the border of Tennessee and North Carolina.
I thought it was in like Winterfell or something.
Yeah, it does sound like it's in Winterfell.
It sounds like the kind of place in America that's like awe-striking beauty, and all the people there have 4 fingers max.
And then there's like one road that has 800 McDonald's in it.
Yeah, I think it's where Dollywood is actually.
Really?
Dollywood is sick.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah, no, that's where it is. I can speak on the. We went to my cousin's wedding, and it was in this like very scenic, like, I guess, grove. It's like there's like a line. It was like a line of trees, and like all the trees were like sort of branching over each other to create like this sort of like canopy. It was all like very pretty, like those like big southern trees, but it was also like next to a highway.
Yeah, classic.
So like during the wedding, there were just like cars going past, and like one guy that like clearly had taken his muffler off.
Yeah, like an 18-wheeler goes by and it pulls the honking thing to like celebrate the wedding.
Like an 18-wheeler that's also an ice cream truck.
Yeah. Well, then we went to and then the way that we went to like the, I guess after what do you call that, like
the reception.
Reception. That's right. It confuses me because it sounds like it should be before. We all went there on air conditioned school buses. They just loaded us they loaded everyone onto one of 3 school buses that had like a giant AC unit in them.
That's sick.
And I guess and then because it was a WASP wedding, it was just like it's like, all right guys, we're listening to Whoop There It Is for the 5th time tonight.
Oh, hell yeah.
They launched.
And you're
There was a black wedding nearby, and they launched all of the guests there to the reception with a catapult.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, all right, who's ready to see your defense contractor cousin experience like the ecstasy of a Viking berserker when like In the Club comes on?
Yeah.
I like that wedding playlists have been the same for basically 20, 30 years now.
Yeah.
As soon as
We gotta stop giving wedding DJs as much credit if they're doing that.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as "Yeah" by Usher came out,
it
was over for white weddings. I'll be honest too. I Got a Feeling by Black Eyed Peas. Growing up, I have very distinct memories of like my friends, like the cool parents growing up, kind of thing.
Yes.
Where they that was the house to like drink and like we could kind of get away with smoking weed at. His parents both loved to drink, and every time that song came on at their like house parties, his dad would just go like, "Oh fuck yes, this is my song."
That's like
very awesome.
That's like a bit that I do to myself. Is like anytime when a song like that comes on, I'll just be like, I'll just like say that to the person next to me. It's like, this might be my favorite song.
I make you gotta Shazam it and then show it to everyone else.
Yes. No. That's like that's what I do every time I send like a Shazam link to one of you guys. Like, fuck, what was the one I sent? It's like it might be like literally only funny to me.
I Shazammed that White Stripes song that's like, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. This would make me laugh so hard sending it to people.
Oh yeah, no,
Have you heard this?
On 4th of July at 11 a.m. I sent to our group chat. I just said, I used Shazam to discover Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond.
I mean, again, using Shazam for "Yeah" by Usher. Awesome.
Yeah, I use Shazam to discover.
Has anyone else noticed that Usher is a menace lately? Has anyone been keeping up with this news about how Usher is a complete menace?
I'm not up to date on Usher. I use
Shazam to discover "Free Fallin'" by Tom Petty.
It's a great song.
James, it's in Shillings. You want to read the last one? If nothing else, I just like the wording of this. It's
the last ice cream one?
Yes.
Yes, okay, hold on.
The final in the ice cream challenge. Oh, fuck, this is Bunheim. Oh, what? I know this guy. He's
the accountant?
Yeah, wait, James, do you know who Bunheim is?
No. I've never heard of this.
He is there's a Twitter account for Bunheim tweets. He's a Reddit user. I think he got notorious, or I think I first saw him because he was posting an r/hot dog all the time.
Awesome. Strong start.
Yeah. Bunheim Daily Archive. I don't know why I unfollowed it. He's just this weird guy. I did not realize this, but if you want to read this, he's fucking hilarious.
This is a very incredible sentence.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had a hot fudge sundae? Hot fudge sundae. Yeah. And then immediately after, gotta say, I absolutely hate these guys. My truck engine just overheated like a madman, and steam came out from the dash. And since my car is pretty well much all steel, it burned my hands. I mean, seared them to the point of melting skin. I pulled into a Sonic and was trying to find something cold to put my hand into and ordered a hot fudge sundae. Put my hand in, and big surprise, once again, a mentally fucked piece of goddamn no good human trash. And I didn't realize hot fudge was going to keep it less warm than really freezing cold and freezing empty. I just got to pause and say, this guy is kind of a
genius.
Wordsmith.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a real...
Oh yeah, no, he's
real
great.
way with words.
I'm a mentally fucked piece of goddamn no good human trash.
This is our Thomas Pynchon. Just run on sentences forever. And freezing with the mixture of warm, the fudge isn't fucking hot at all. Fucking horse fuck. Pretty well much made the ice cream less cold than I wanted it. Jesus Christ, my hand hurts like fuck, and this isn't doing anything to help. The smoke from my truck even lifted and heated up under the dock at Sonic, and someone passed out in the car next to me from the fumes. They might fucking die. And then the top reply is just, I'm sorry, are you okay?
The ice cream community is so supportive.
This guy, this is one of those guys where it's I don't. It's he's so fun. It's him and then BlazeBro420, who's I don't know if I've talked about him. I post him on the podcast Twitter.
The cigar guy.
No. Him too. He's another cool guy, but no, BlazeBro is he's this guy. I think he was on the Chapo subreddit for a while, and
always a strong start.
Well, no, but he was just a menace. He's a menace on every subreddit, that he's on. My favorite one is that he's on the subreddit for like the band Swans. And
that tracks.
Yeah,
the Swans Chapo head is a good character.
But he was only on like the Chapo one to like fuck with people. And he was only on Swans to fuck with people, and it was like he gets like downvoted in like every comment on the Swan subreddit. I think there was one.
I gotta say, taking mushrooms and syncing up the seer with the Chapo review of the Joker is fucking crazy.
It tracks perfectly.
Yeah, it does, and it tracks perfectly forwards and backwards. You gotta do it twice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then I sent it to I replied to Spencer with one of them because he was talking about Swans. I want to read the post, so I'm wasting time to find that.
That's fine.
Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. Someone said a piece of sky made me cry. Hi guys, a few days ago I was listening to A Piece of Sky, and I was kind of in a bad place mentally. I got to the bell section and started hyperventilating. Then the instrumental rock section started and I began to cry. I guess I was under a lot of stress, and the first 10 minutes compounded that stress, but the instrumental rock section made me feel like I was floating in space, like I didn't need to worry about anything, just something I wanted to share. I'd be curious to know if anyone else had a similar experience. So someone else posted that, and then BlazeBro420 just commented, "You sound like a little bitch."
I mean, it's a good song, but he does sound like a little bitch there.
The instrumental rock section.
Yeah.
I don't know why that made me laugh so hard.
Yeah. Well, then, like, he was like, he would just go on r/funny and then post, just like day after day, post the same picture of the cover for the Idiocracy and say it seems like we're living in this nowadays. just without.
This is a documentary now.
Yeah, no, it was literally like that, and then he was also in like the r/Red Scare pod a lot. The only redeemable person in that subreddit. Well, really just like. Yeah, he just comments on stuff in, like, Swans and just, like, berates people. They all fucking hate him.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
The only redeeming character on r/Red Scare pod is our good friend Ollie.
Oh, yeah. I'm just, like, looking through his posts now. You know, I'm gonna go to my camera roll and type his username in, because he's so fucking fun. Actually, you know, we can move on.
I just got a cool push notification with a post from r/Deep Thoughts that says it says interacting with customers. Interactions with some customers are like unskippable cutscenes in video games.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He commented.
That's actually pretty deep.
Yeah. He also commented. A lot of the subreddits he goes into are places that deserve to be blighted.
Ridiculed.
Yeah. Like, you know, in r/Fantano Forever, which, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
What a bleak existence.
That was actually the subreddit they made to commemorate Fantano's marriage.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, yeah, it's a defunct subreddit.
So it was a subreddit, or not a subreddit, it was a post that said, Tones and I, welcome to the Madhouse album review. And someone said, commented, "Don't worry, Australia has artists like Fume, Tane, and King Liz to balance things out." And then BlazeBro just replied and got negative 93 downvotes and said, "Too bad all those artists suck shit."
You know, I kind of respect that kind of person.
Oh yeah,
just
it's great.
Like pure negative Nancy. Like they don't even want to have fun online. Like he's probably not having fun.
Oh no, I think he's having a lot of fun.
I have a lot of fun saying movies suck and stuff like that.
Maybe, but he's also just got that pure hater in it.
Oh yeah, no, I think he does. This is another one that he posted r/writing prompts that got removed, and it says a soft A N-word. Look into an antique mirror and see his own face of skull. Consequences of this?
Cool guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. This is my absolute favorite one of his on r/Ask Reddit. Redditors with depression. Why do you feel the need to mention it at every opportunity?
That's actually fair. I'm on his side for that one, 100%.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He posted r/Squid Game. Why was the money the winner of the games one literally called one? For me, it was even cringier than the VIPs or the ending. I don't know if they were going to be going for satire, but to literally call the dollars of the contestants that were competing for one was probably the most ham-fisted part of the shows. And then someone commented, that is the currency of South Korea. Simple Google could have answered this question, something coming off as dumb. And then he replied, evidence for that claim?
Okay, he's probably having fun.
Oh yeah, no, he's having fun.
Yeah, I take it back.
I think there was one about oceans that was like so fucking funny. It's like when considering noble oceans, we often forget to consider the humble Atlantic. Oh yeah, no. When discussing our largest oceans, how soon we forget the mighty Atlantic.
That's true. The Pacific gets all the press.
Yeah. Gamers of Reddit, which Tetris piece looks the most like a man's penis and balls? Which is a good question.
I think that's a fairly easy
obvious.
question. It's the one.
No,
it depends on the size,
exactly.
And this is a great segue to the the next section we're going to.
Yeah, which all right, I'm gonna pick out a small dick problem one to I'll just go with this first one. This is what sort of put me onto it initially. Not initially, but this round. This is a rant from Funny Tangerine 7218. This penis made me resent Western women.
Yes.
I have literally become regressive. You see, if this was the 20th century, the whole small penis thing wouldn't have even mattered. It's social media, porn, and toxic friends of women that create bizarre preferences, penis sizes,
friends of women,
and whatnot these days. I just want to move to the Middle East, get multiple wives, and live like a king instead of being this crappy American with a small penis who doesn't even see the light in the tunnel. Who doesn't even see the light in the tunnel for a way out of this depressing, miserable light. I don't think
Me too, brother.
Yeah, I think he's trying to see into a tunnel, but those women aren't letting him, if you know what I mean. He's trying to see into the light in their tunnel.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, but this is his this is his only post, and someone said, dude, women have always liked bigger dicks. There's just more areas to shame men now. And then I think he said, I think he said, that's not true, stop coping.
This is a beautiful kind of cross-racial solidarity.
Yeah.
This is a response to this. I live in the Middle East. Same shit is going on here.
From homie 4561, the homie had to step in and say, "Man, it's the same everywhere. We're actually more alike than different."
That's a Saudi prince.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, more evidence of that is he's also on Porn ID or / Porn ID.
Okay. He's got a lot of free time.
Yeah, and Bella Danger, who I can only assume is that's just a woman who's a porn star. What else is he? Getting bigger. A lot on getting bigger.
Yeah, I'm checking getting bigger.
That's another. I think we've gone on that one before, but
well, I
one of the comments on. Yeah.
You check my screen. You check my screen, and all the links are purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to go on incognito mode before clicking on all these links, so I'm gonna have to clear this all later.
Yeah. That's okay. Doesn't make a big difference.
He's also posting a lot in confessions, and I can only assume that there's a huge overlap with small dick problems and confessions and average penis.
Yeah.
Average penis.
Yeah, I want. But Wait.
You gotta pick real quick. You gotta pick a side. You're either an average penis or you have a small dick problem. You don't get to double dip.
Yeah. No, I know. It's I guess you're saying that it's that's not good enough at this point. It's it's like resume padding. It's everyone's gonna say they have a big dick, so I might as well if I'm gonna get anywhere, I should say I have an average one. Someone said, wait, I like this comment that says, not really, watching too much YouTube made you resent them. Oh, wait, no, he's saying that about women. I thought he was saying that about dicks for some reason, that there was a
made
YouTube dick problem. Yeah. What are you going to say?
Just that literally one of my friends, just the same friend whose parents loved I Got a Feeling, his like strategy was like, no, if I tell them I have a small penis, then they're like going in bracing for the worst, and then they're like pleasantly surprised.
That's pretty cool.
With the outcome. He was like, no, it's actually genius, and they think you're funny, and also like they're not disappointed by a cool 5.2.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's incredible, Riz.
Great guy.
I like.
He's a father now, so.
Oh yeah.
Take a lesson from that.
A father to a pleasantly surprised. No, not two. He's married to a pleasantly surprised wife.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
What I like about this is that he blames toxic friends of women.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys were like, like growing up, you were like a guy that mainly had like girlfriends.
That's not relevant.
Not
relevant.
I mean, wait, hold on.
No,
is there a space in between those two words?
I get yes, there is.
Okay, then yes.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, like everyone thought you were gay, but then you disappointed everyone by not being gay.
No, everyone knew.
Well,
everyone knew
I kind of fucked up the second. The second step, but
you're kicked off the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
This is no.
We're full circle. I was in Germany last week dancing.
You were. Yeah. But yeah, no, I just like the idea of being like a worm tongue like figure talking to your female friends. It's like their dicks are awful.
Oh my god, I like this girl, but she always like I'm really getting along with this girl, but she keeps on bringing her court eunuch friend to the bar, and he's like always he's always like telling me about spies and shit, and he's like, be careful, there might be something in the shadows. It's like, okay, man,
that'd be a very fun evil gay guy to be.
Just
like,
the court eunuch.
No, he has a small dick, and I hate him.
Yeah, no, I think that's. I imagine. I totally assume that's what this guy's afraid of. Yeah.
Toxic friends of women. I like the idea that women had completely like normal relationships with their friends before the 21st century.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, if this was the 20th
industrialization.
century. Yes, exactly. Yeah. The whole small penis thing wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What was Griffin, do you want to pick out a...
Sure.
I think, I have plenty of other small dick problems.
Plenty of
others...
I bet you do.
I know, I was making a joke. I was going to say I also have plenty of posts from the subreddit, but you beat me to it.
I'm sorry.
I'm a dishonored Ronin. I was about to say Rogan.
A dishonored Rogan.
Yeah, roaming the countryside, not taking vaccines, and arguing with people. No, not arguing with people. He doesn't like arguing with people. What, did you just look at one?
I'm gonna read advice for my son.
Oh yeah.
I have a 3-year-old son who I think.
I found this one by searching, quote, my son.
my son?
My son?
My son.
Oh, I love that guy so much.
He's so cool. I saw
Brian, whatever his face is.
I saw a video of him in his car, and he was just going, "I am gay!" for like 20 seconds.
He's
so cool.
He's making some of the best content online right now.
Let's get him on the show. How hard could that be?
You guys could get him.
Yeah. Advice for my son. I have a 3-year-old son who I think will have a small dick because I do.
Normal thought.
I'm looking at his dick now, and it is honestly pathetic.
There's no way it could get bigger than that.
This is
just like being at your son's birth and looking at him and being like, he's got a small dick. He's already got a small dick. The poison dripped through. I don't know what's wrong with
me. The flip side of that is like thinking that your baby has a huge dick and be like, I got cucked.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. This must mean my wife's dad had a bigger dick than I do.
Yeah.
That has to be what this is. What tips would you give me to help raise him so he can deal with the problems he may have due to having a small dick? I'm about 4.5 inches when hard, but have never had any real problems. I never had to shower publicly, and I met my wife when we were teenagers, so she doesn't know any different. She's genuinely super hot. An ex-model! Wow. Our sex life is great, so I guess I really lucked out. Now we have a son, though. But I know for younger folks, life is tougher.
I'm afraid that my son won't be able to fuck my wife like I did.
It's so perfect because it's like Like, he's like just saying, like, yeah, I had no problems because of this, but can you please solve the problems that my son will definitely have because of this?
I'm a cool guy with the small dick, actually, but my son's gonna be a fucking loser.
My son's kind of a loser. He's like really into blocks and like counting numbers.
My son will get no pussy with that behavior.
It's just like, yeah, nothing bad. Like, I never really had any problems with having a small dick, but my son will. I just get that vibe from him.
Yeah.
Now we have a son, though, and I know for younger folks, life is tougher. Now there's so much porn everywhere. It must make you so much more self-conscious. I never even realized I was that small till my 20s, but I think I'll know from the age of 13 or so. I will try to make sure he grows up confident and emotionally balanced, happy and positive, good at sports with a sense of humor. Any other advice or specific tips? Should I talk to him about it when he gets to a certain age? What do you wish your dad had said to you?
Having the
I'll be honest.
Having the conversation
like
with my son about how his dick is small.
It's okay if your dick is small, son.
Listen, buddy. I know your dick is small, and probably girls hate you, and probably you hate yourself. And probably you'll never get pussy.
He's like 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably when you're out here jacking your shit on the living room desktop. I know you're just looking at that big hard dick and thinking I'm never gonna sling wood like that. I'm never gonna shoot out thick ropes like that. But you're gonna be okay. That's just porn, and maybe you'll get to. Maybe you won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, son, I'm gonna show you a video of when you were conceived, and I'm gonna let you know that it's probably the best you can hope for, and I'm gonna help you get to that point.
You have to marry a teenager, son.
Yeah, you have to marry a teenager.
Yeah.
I like this. I like that he's gonna tell him when he's 13, which is like, while he's going through puberty.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, could very possibly be like just starting.
Yeah.
Like, I need to
early stages.
Yeah.
He already is like incredibly self-conscious, and then his dad comes in and is like, let's
your
talk
dick
about
sucks,
your small pecker.
bitch. Yeah. You're gonna get
son,
no
take off your
pussy.
pants. It's time to learn how to be a man.
Yeah.
This is like this is like, it's an overused term, but this is literally just porn brain. It's like, you're so like demented because you've just watched too much. So you're like, I need to like install like life lessons into my son about his tiny, shrimpy, awful.
Yeah. Nasty
dick.
How do I get my son a stepsister that'll get stuck in washing machines?
Advice?
Advice? Yeah. I need to get divorced ASAP for the betterment of my son.
I'm getting a stepmom for my son.
Yeah.
Can I read this? Wait, can I read this tweet from a deleted user?
Yeah.
Sure.
If your son has issues with size growing up, don't hesitate to take him to a doctor for an assessment, just in case an endocrinologist or urologist could treat it. I had hormonal issues growing up, but was too embarrassed to go to the doctors as I didn't think anything could be done. Also, don't discount cat therapy if he's struggling. I feel if I had both in my teens, my adult life would not have been plagued by such poor self-esteem. All the best to you and your son. You need to take your son to get a penis inspection.
Yeah.
This have
like
the doctor also reaffirm that, yeah, that's pretty small.
And have a doc. Make sure he puts a finger up in there too.
Yeah, this really is like the this is like the Republican version of like being too overzealous about your kid being queer. Is like. Yeah, that's probably happens a bit. This is like how we've reached. Yeah, this is how we reach like detente with Republicans on like gender stuff. Is like, all right, we're gonna have the gender clinics, but we're also going to allow you to bring your kid in there in case you think his dick is too small. And we're gonna let you. We're gonna give him hormones.
My son is straight, but he's still a loser. What can you do about this?
Yeah. Someone just commented a link to smallpenisfacts.com, which when I clicked on it said it was an unsafe website.
I bet.
Yeah. It also said that the link was invalid after I said no. I want to know. I want to go to this website.
Real quick, just below the smallpenisfacts.com is a deleted comment that I can only imagine is the most like sensible reply to this whole post, because the only reply to it is, nah man, he just doesn't want his kid to go through the same pain. That is something every parent's nightmare.
I don't think that's every parent's nightmare.
No, I don't think that's probably most parents' nightmare.
Yeah. Well, first because they're parents. Like, they kind of won the whole like, you know.
They
exactly.
married an ex-model, which I don't think is true, probably, but...
Yeah, and then, like, you know, even if you were, like, cucked, it's like, well, thank God. You know, he doesn't have to deal with what I went through.
Exactly.
Yeah. There are more. I think, what did I send?
This is...
James, do you want to read either Breaking It to My Parents or Conversations with My Prepubescent Son?
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull that out.
Yeah.
Oh, God. The choices are just so... They're so good.
Wait.
Hold on. Okay, I'm going to do Breaking It to My Parents.
Yeah.
I'm 16. I'm going to stop right there and say... He should probably... Oh, actually, hold on. Let me read this, because this is actually...
Oh.
This is like the kind of people that I actually do feel bad for.
Yeah.
Okay, so... I'm 16, have had surgery to correct a genital birth defect. And because
Dick
it was
too big.
severe, my yeah,
Dick
severe
too good.
Scarred dick is 4 inches on a good day.
My dad was posting on this subreddit.
Which goes nicely with an undescended testicle. I don't think that matters. Who cares? Has any
subreddit, buddy?
Yeah.
No one ever cares about balls. My question is about my parents. How am I supposed to tell my dad or mom that their son has a tiny dick? Okay, I'm gonna stop right there and say you don't.
Yeah.
I solved your problem.
Mom and dad, dick is trash. Dick not good anymore.
Am I supposed to? I'm supposed to do this.
Okay, I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but I'm seeing the real problem here. On occasion, they'll both make small penis jokes. A seemingly insensitive thing to do while I'm around. Okay, so that's your real problem. It's your parents.
God.
You need to like talk to a therapist about that. Like that's your real problem. Don't worry about the rest. Especially your
seriously don't
weird
tell your parents that you
ball
really do
that's
have
outside.
one.
Yeah, I mean, if your parents are already making jokes about it, A, presumably they know.
Yeah.
And B, they're probably not going to be like super kind about it or like.
They'll probably just be like, "Why are you telling me this?"
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was the point of this.
To user Nathan13, get new parents.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's
And
this post is 4 years old.
Stop posting
so.
your length and Oh well.
Yeah.
Then you're probably fine by
He's
now.
probably fine now.
Yeah.
Let's check.
I wanted to. There's a post. This is from, unfortunately, from user Charlie73516. It's not my account.
Yeah, it's a little fishy.
Yeah. Well, it says it could be worse. It says I'm 5 inches, and I've just
Get the fuck out.
This is conversation with prepubescent son. I'm 5 inches.
I want to stop right there real quick, just for the listener. The banner for the subreddit has a ruler that goes to 4.5, so he's not qualified to be in this subreddit.
Yeah. This is not a small dick. I am taking a stand right now for no reason. 5 inches is not small. It's fine. It's completely normal. It looks like every other penis when it's hard.
It's
5 inches is fine. Yeah, it's big when you know how to use it.
Yeah. Too big, maybe.
Yeah, it's fucking too big. It hurts. It hurts me.
It hurts though. Yeah, I'm 5 inches, and I just got on with things. I'm 5 inches. I've just got on with things, even though deep down I am profoundly unsatisfied. There's so many sentences like this that make me think I'm like having a stroke. My feelings have led me to attempts to prove my masculinity with mixed degree of positive and negative outcomes to myself, and have hindered my desire to pursue sports and a career in the military.
Damn.
No, there's your problem.
Nevertheless, I've muddled on, and now I'm a father to a perfectly happy, health 8-year-old boy. I've never talked about my penis size other than to my now girlfriend. Oh my God. I feel it has affected you. It has affected me psychology. Oh, so he's a pirate. It has affected me psychology.
Psychology, Mr. Squidward.
No, he's Irish.
I don't want my son to have to go through this. How on earth do I tell him he is not like other boys, and what advice I give him when it comes to dating?
That is so psychotic.
I feel so guilty placing this burden on him. It's like,
oh my God.
It's not like you should really only complain if it's like a micro, that's
yeah, I mean, okay. like if it's like 2.5 inches, like okay, I get it.
Yeah, or
but
like if it's
you
like
gotta
medical.
just like that I understand, and I'm like that sucks. I mean that really.
It's so
there's
funny
just
that
no.
he said
There's no good way to do that.
he had his desire to pursue sports and a career in the military, which are like the two jobs you would probably
Exactly.
have the most people seeing your penis in.
And like,
Yeah. Also,
you
it's
read
like
that?
I could have been a quarterback if it wasn't for my dick.
If it wasn't with
yeah,
my
it's literally like your like dad's like fake story about like I could have gone pro except for your fucking fucked up dick.
My dick. That's what he tells his son. How do I break it to my son that his dad was basically a pro football player, but you know he had
Again.
he had an Achilles dick.
Again, same advice as the last person. Don't bring it up.
Yeah, don't bring it
Ever.
up with your son. It would be so. That would be like traumatizing if your dad sat you down to talk about his dick.
I would never talk to my dad again.
No,
like, it's not a chance.
That's so awful. That's such an awful thing to do to your kid.
I like how like you have to like at least like ask your wife how you tell your son about this before you tell the small dick community. I feel like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And hopefully your wife is like, we had his son.
Your dick
you
is-
remember that, right?
your
Yeah.
dick is small.
Yeah, it's like, wait, is this guy like currently going through like some shit? Like, he's not even framing it. It's like an "it's gonna get better" speech. It's like, how do I brace my son for the storm?
Yeah, your dick is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna
It's
suck.
like it's the same as telling your son that he has like cystic fibrosis.
Yeah.
You got 6 months to live.
Someone says, you ever heard that the adage that the native man being told by a Christian missionary about hell? Oh man, if it's not something that's causing him grief, then it would benefit. Then what benefit would it bring you by introducing that feeling to him? I think that you should instead focus on making sure that he feels comfortable enough and seeking help when he needs it, knowing how he can handle his own emotions rather than projecting your own onto him. Then someone's OP said, sound advice. He's a clever boy, popular at school. I'm comparing how my self-esteem was affected. The only thing I can do is be there for him. It sounds like you're trying to do something else.
Trying to be there for my son.
like
Yeah.
Entirely solvable by just like just whatever like weird thing you have going on, like talk to a therapist or just like don't bring it up ever.
Yeah.
That solves your problem right there. Don't fuck up your son for no reason.
Yeah. Oh, wait, someone commented, I think testosterone shots can help if you still prepubescent.
Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely.
It's like, Dad.
Get your 8-year-old on Anavar or whatever.
Yeah. Dad, this is my 10th vaccine this year. Also, like, putting it, because, like, I guess if it's, like, testosterone, maybe that doesn't do that, but, like, if you're, like, on steroids, like, that makes your dick smaller. I don't know, we were talking about this with, like, hair loss when we did the episode with, on, like, the hair loss from with Ty, but it's, like, all those guys, like, basically, like, give themselves breasts from overdosing on, like, finasteride,
Right.
and it's, like, you could just, like...
It's very awesome.
Yeah, it's like, why don't you do, like, the other, drug that makes your dick smaller, and then, like, at least you, like, have muscles.
Well, that is actually a pretty perfect segue to the post that I wanted to read.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is from 4 days ago. Tiny dick and becoming trans. Rant. Rant.
Yo, I gotta be trans now. This is bullshit.
This is fucked up. Okay, hold on. Having a tiny dick is often enough seen as a sissy. Again, these people cannot like write a
They're
sentence.
busy thinking about. They're busy looking at their dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a language barrier thing. I think they're just typing these through tears and they like, get too frustrated and they can't.
Also, this sentence
Anyways.
is completely normal. Having a tiny dick is often enough to get seen as a sissy.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I guess I just read it wrong.
Yeah.
But it's okay. These guys are. Yeah, but our
I'm
dicks are
also
bigger.
reading through tears. So.
Yeah.
And a common
James
way
just
to
had the talk with his son.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just had to
told my
talk
son
with
that
my
he's
dad.
fucked up and
Yeah, I just had the talk with my dad.
yeah, at 27, my dad's having. Let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, and a common way to deal with that is to develop an erotic interest in sissification.
Oh my
boy.
god.
Always a good step. From sissification, the step is not that far to AGP. I'll let the listener look that up.
Yeah.
And in
Average
addition
gross
to that,
product.
I'm sure the average
Yeah.
most controversial listener knows what that
Yeah, the
Yeah,
average
that-
guy podcaster probably knows.
Yeah,
what
that's
making
yeah.
is.
I've been diagnosed with it after my dick was too small.
Yeah,
I became a podcast.
stands for a Gus penis.
Yeah, there we go.
In addition to that, identifying as a sissy is not that different from identifying as a woman. Agreed.
Okay.
Sure. Whatever.
I have a tiny dick, and I experienced all of this. Now I don't want to identify as trans or female anymore, and I still have my tiny dick.
Well, that's
Never went for
what
bottom
that's all you
surgery.
can hope for. That's all you can appreciate in this world. You still have it.
At the end of the day, I still have my tiny fucked up dick.
Yeah.
Never went for bottom
that's the hero
surgery.
journey. That's the hero's journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He comes back around and he says, "Actually, I'm glad." It's you know what it's like? It's like Siddhartha.
Yeah.
He doesn't really end in that different of a place than he started, but he's content with himself.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm 83 years old, in my rocking chair thinking back on my life, and at the end of the day, through all the trials and tribulations, I still have my tiny dick.
I still have a tiny
exactly.
dick.
And he says, "After all, I am happy about that. I'd rather have a tiny dick than no dick. But I do feel like people still see me as a sissy."
What?
Anyone else experienced this or something? Like, this guy's just like, he's like wearing like a skirt and like thigh highs, and it's like, why does everyone see me as a sissy? Like, what's going on?
But yeah, no, like, people can't tell that your dick is small from, like, looking at you. Like, that's not...
No. Like, he says he didn't get bottom surgery, but like, did you get top surgery?
Yeah.
Like,
Anytime I hear someone say top surgery, it always makes me picture someone getting their dick sucked on an operating table, like, without fail. That's just what I picture.
Oh.
he needs top stat.
Yeah, I need top. Yeah.
50 cc's at top. Stat.
Okay. Really great and also timely comment here.
Yes.
Think about Napoleon. His penis was 2 to 3 inches. But that guy was a testosterone bomb. He was an alpha male and not a sissy. Also, I see some transvestite people with 7 to 8 inch penis.
Okay.
Cool.
So there is no correlation between small penis and manliness.
That's like a story like a
weirdly woke.
4-year-old would tell you. Napoleon was an alpha male and not a sissy. Also, sometimes I see a transvestite person with a 7-8 inch penis. Can I play outside?
Yeah. OP replies, "Was Napoleon really that small? How do you know? I'm not saying that tiny dick is the only or even main reason people are trans.
No,
but in some cases,
I'm not
it
saying
might be
that
a
either.
factor.
Let's just go out on the record and say none of us
on the
are saying
record.
that.
Oh wait, someone mentioned Adolf Hitler.
I was literally about to say, I was like, I can think of another world historic tyrant that...
Yeah. Someone says Adolf Hitler was also very small, and then someone says, but not very masculine. I mean, I'm sorry, but
and
Hitler,
the response to that is so funny. What do you mean? He almost conquered the world.
Yeah, no, I know. It's like Hitler got a lot done.
He did, but he was a bitch about it.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a pussy.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
Wait, he said, sorry. So
No, go
he was mentally weak and sick, however, not weak. Western media showed him weak and funny, and that's why we think he was weak. He was a titan. God, he created one of the biggest and strongest countries in the world. Wait, is this about Hitler or Napoleon? Wait, no, this is about Hitler. Wait, what?
It's about Hitler, yeah.
What?
He was mentally weak and sick, for sure.
But he was also really cool and created the most powerful country. It's like... Okay, what? He didn't create... No, he didn't.
He created one of the biggest, strongest countries of the whole world.
Yeah, he took a country and then, just fucked it up.
Yeah, but for a while it was going pretty good.
Oh,
for a while he was...
Yeah. And then,
he had the Sudetenland.
Yeah, and then, the Sudetenland.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, that reminded me. I saw Indiana, the new Indiana Jones. I don't know if you guys care about spoilers for Indiana Jones. I guess if
I never saw the...
Yeah.
Is the fourth one that's Crystal Skull?
Yeah, that's the Shia LaBeouf
I never even saw...
Which one?
I never even saw that one.
There's a scene in the movie where Harrison Ford is like, my son got killed in war, which is like, for them to say like, oh, thank God we don't need to bring Shia LaBeouf
Shia LaBeouf is now in the movie.
Yeah.
But, no, the story, this is a really funny part of the story was that, so it's about basically, the main villain is, Werner von Braun stand-in, Mads Mikkelsen.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to get, an ancient artifact from, Archimedes, to, travel back in time. and like Indiana Jones fought him in World War II, and now it's like 1969, and he's back, and they're going on all these things. And it's like finally revealed at the end. It's like, why do you want to travel back in time with this device? He's like, I'm going back in time because earlier, in like World War II. He was like telling someone it's like Germany didn't lose the war, Hitler did. It's like, I'm going back in time to World War II, to August 20th, 1939. I'm going to kill Hitler and I'm going to replace him. I'm going to lead Germany to greatness. So basically everything Indiana Jones does after that is to save Hitler. After that point, it's like, the funny part is that like nothing, he only reveals that at like the very end before, it turns out that they travel back in time somewhere else to like ancient Greek times or ancient Roman times. So then Indiana Jones Indiana Jones's actions can't be construed as being to save Hitler. Which I think would have been a much more interesting movie if that was revealed like up top.
Yeah, you know what? It's an easy question to ask. Would you go back in time to kill baby Hitler? It's a much harder question to ask. Would you go back in time to save adult Hitler?
Yeah, that's way more interesting.
To fix Hitler.
Yeah.
Also, there's a scene where it's like they.
Yeah. Why does no one ever think you can go back and just like raise baby Hitler and make him have a good life?
Yeah.
Why is everyone like you have to kill him?
Yeah.
No, but it's because he's got a small dick. You have to go back in time with testosterone.
Yeah.
Just inject it to him.
What was the other thing about? Oh yeah, there's a there's like the scene where he like reveals it's like, oh, I'm gonna go back in time and lead Nazi Germany. Is the way they reveal that is Mads Mikkelsen's character takes out a suitcase he's been carrying the entire movie and just opens it and he just has his SS uniform in there and then puts it on. It's like,
awesome.
Yeah. No, and then
just carrying around his dry cleaning the whole movie.
Yeah. No, it's it wasn't like, I will say it wasn't like any more bullshit than like the Crystal Skull was, or like really even like the third Indiana Jones movie. I also liked it because it wasn't like completely soulless, because the way that Harrison Ford was acting in the entire movie was like how he would act, how he acts about every movie he's been in that isn't like three of them, which is just totally done with the
like
bullshit.
The Fugitive.
Yeah. No, literally, the end of the movie, they like go back in time to like the siege of Syracuse to meet Archimedes, and like they're, and then Harrison Ford's like, or fucking Indiana Jones is like, I want you to leave me here, and they're like, you're gonna die of that gunshot wound. He's like, can you just leave me here? He's like basically saying like, I want to kill myself so hard.
Yeah, just let me die.
Let me fucking die. Then someone like knocks him out and then brings him back to the future. He's like, you didn't let me kill myself. And then the movie ends with him getting back together with his wife, and they start kissing, and then the final shot is him. It's his hat on like a clothesline outside the window of the apartment he's in, and he grabs it, and the implication seems to be that he's about to put on his Indiana Jones hat to have sex.
Hell yes.
But
do they use the same CGI technology to make him young that they used for Bobby De Niro and The Irishman?
They definitely, to some degree. There's they made him look like young Harrison Ford. I don't know. It was like, I haven't seen The Irishman, so I can't say if it's like better or worse, but like they used it like kind of sparingly, I guess.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's and then my dad wanted to see it at the Alamo Drafthouse for his birthday, and they had a thing beforehand that was like summing up every Indiana Jones movie, and I was fucking dying laughing during it because it sounded like just like the most like flustered intern that has a letterbox account like came in to record it. He was just like making references. It's like, Indiana Jones wouldn't feel out of place in the movie Lady Bird, wouldn't he, in this case? And then I looked it up and it was like some guy from like Rooster Teeth. It's like, this guy fucking sucks.
Oh. Hell yes.
Yeah, no.
What a throwback.
Yeah, no. I don't know, that whole business is so that's the Letterboxd business, is even more than Letterboxd itself is the Alamo Drafthouse. If you,
definitely.
I don't know if you've ever been to one, but it's just like Yeah,
I have not, but I don't have a huge burning urge to.
Yeah. Is that have we been going an hour?
I think just about, yeah.
Okay. Well, James, do you want to plug your podcast?
Yes. So,
too bad.
We're back now.
Kidding.
Oh, come on. Yeah. We're back now. We're recording again. It's been a while, but we're trying to be more consistent. Expertology Hour. It's me and Joe, Sun God Banished. Oh no, what is he now? He's Big Joe NBA on Twitter, but he's not really on Twitter right now. But Expertology Hour. Go listen to us.
Yeah.
Gus and Charlie were on.
Yeah.
Probably a few months ago at this point.
I was busy jacking my
it's
shit.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Fucking nutting.
He was in his goon.
I was rubbing my shit till
cave.
it's all foreskin.
Yeah, and we would have allowed that, but it would have been distracting.
It was really loud and hurtful for me.
And then subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah.
Also, do that.
Do that one first, actually.
Yeah, Patreon disabled stretch goals, which sucks because right before that I set a $3,000
They did?
goal. I think they're disabling it or something like that, but now people can't see that I set a $3,000 goal for us to go on a boar hunting expedition once we get $3,000 a month. But know that we will. I really want to go on one of those with Gus and Griffin and us to have absolutely no knowledge of how to hunt a boar.
That'd be fun.
I've been fantasizing.
One of you will die.
Yeah, no, it'll
be fun.
I've been fantasizing about just having my legs broken by this boar while Gus and Griffin just try to shoot it with handguns or something until it eventually has 30 bullets inside of it.
I'm trying to throw an axe at the boar.
Yeah,
no rifles, like a Glock.
Yeah.
Just unloading it.
Just hacking it to death with a machete, but it just won't die.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to haul me in the back of a pickup truck with it. I'm just passed out. So if you want to make that dream a reality, make a significant amount of your paycheck go to our Patreon.
Exactly. I would say
I will let you sign my
$100.
Yeah, definitely. If we could get $1,000 subscriber, that would be really neat.
Yeah,
and we wouldn't do anything in return because our only goal is the 3,000.
Yeah, I will
say though, when me and Joe set up a Patreon, you should send all that money our way.
Yeah.
Instead.
Yeah, we'll launder our money through your Patreon.
Yeah. I will. If you
it's just a big network.
If you donate $1,000, I will either let you sign my cast or my casket, depending on which one it is.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but thanks for coming on again, James.
Yeah, thanks for having. Two-time champion.
Two-time champion.
All right, thank you.